Day 105 from 1 Peter chapter 6. This verse has been long debated in Christian scholarship because of its reference to the gospel being preached to the dead. Three main theories dominate the discussion. The first being the post-mortem proclamation view. Some understand this as Christ preaching to the physically dead after his death, linking it with 1 Peter 3:19. According to this view, after his death, Christ descended into the realm of the dead, often referred to as Hades or Sheol, and proclaimed the gospel to those who had died before his coming. The second view is the spiritually dead view. This reading interprets the dead not as those physically deceased, but as those spiritually dead in sin. In this sense, the preaching of the gospel comes to people who are alienated from God, and through hearing, they may receive new life in the Spirit. The most widely supported view in modern scholarship is that the dead refers to believers who heard the gospel while they were alive but had since died by the time Peter wrote. The verse serves to encourage the living by ensuring them that those Christians who died are not disadvantaged. Though they suffered human judgment in the flesh, including physical death, they are now alive in the Spirit before God. So, three practical applications. Number one, arm yourself with Christ's mindset towards suffering. 1 Peter 4 verse 1 and 2. Just as those who died in faith live by God's Spirit, we are called to live for God's will, not for human passions. Suffering loses its sting when we see it as a mark of faithfulness rather than defeat. Number two, break up with your old life. 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 3 to 5. Since those now dead who believe the gospel are alive to God, we too must abandon the sinful patterns of our past. The world may misunderstand or malign us, but like them, we entrust ourselves to God, who judges justly. And lastly, number three, live in love and service as the end draws near. That's verse 7 to 11. If the dead in Christ are alive to God, then we who live must use our remaining time wisely, showing earnest love, practicing hospitality, and serving one another with the gifts that God supplies, so that everything points to his glory. Christ is the Lord both over the living and the dead. The gospel assures us that death does not silence his promise, and life in the Spirit belongs to all of those who trust in him. May we live in his strength, suffering faithfully, leaving sin behind, and serving in love, so that in all things Christ is honored.